Okay, so some more videos about some of the games I used to work on and was trying to make. For this particular one, this is an old D&D style game. I was trying to recreate the tabletop experience on PCs. There's a few variations out there that I kind of thought were interesting, but I didn't like the way they did them. I'll see if I could do any sort of improvements. So I created a couple little designs. I never finished them, but I worked on them. But this one, oops, this one was just a dice roller, and it was also a stat tracker. All these different numbers are different stats. You could click on different types of dice, and it would roll through the different numbers and end up on one of them. And then over here, it would keep track of what numbers you have. You might notice every once in a while there's text missing. That's because of conversion issues from old Flash to new Flash. But yeah, this would be a good way to track stats and keep track of different numbers and roll your dice. I was going to end up implementing it into the final version, but never got around to it. Then over here, I have another version I made, like the tabletop variant. Let me see. So basically how it worked, you can control two different characters at the moment. As you move them around, they would unlock and open up new pathways. Then as people were not in the pathways, they get dark again. Meanwhile, a DM could actually see everything. I don't have that enabled at the moment, but you'd be able to see everything and put things in new areas. So for example, if I was to walk in here, all of a sudden you see an enemy. Then you could just drag that enemy and place it wherever you want to place it. The DM would control that guy. But it had other things like the doors. Obviously, these are doors right here. If you clicked on it, it would open. If they were locked, you'd unlock them. The DM could place traps. Like for example, if these guys walk into a circle, a trap is triggered and the game gets paused. Nobody can move or interact with anything until the DM unpauses. This allows the DM to say, "Okay, you hit a trap." But yeah, it had that. It was just very simple. I was planning to expand upon it and make other variations, and I just never got around to it. It originally started. Now the mode that I used here, where I walk around and I can interact with the world, and I can like the fog of war type style. It didn't start like that. It started more like this. Basically, you had two different guys with two different circles, and they could see so far away, and that's about it. Which didn't work well because you could see into areas that you haven't been into, which didn't make sense through walls. So yeah, that's why I want the newer version. And then, let me see. This version, can't remember what this one was. Oh, this was just a test to see if I could add other abilities and weapons, or not weapons, just abilities. Like for example, here for locked door, if you click on it, it says locked door. If you held Q, then clicked on it, it would unlock it if you had the skill for it. And your character could just walk on through. But yeah, this was the variation of the D&D game I was working on. I don't know, I kind of like the idea of it. I have other ideas in the future I might end up incorporating some of this stuff into, so we'll see how that works.